So hey guys, what the hell? So I'll take the opportunity to get out on the road as soon as it's dry at the moment, although it's looking a little bit grey. I need to run my new brake pads in on the front. Haven't changed them yesterday. What I wanted to talk about today was an article I read on Visor Down, which I'll drop a link below for it, which absolutely gobsmacked me. Many of you have probably already seen it already. But it's regarding a compensation claim by a motorcyclist who was knocked off his bike in Ely. The guy came from Soham, which I know well. I used to date somebody in Ely, and I had my second tattoo done up in Soham by a guy named John Knappett. And anyway, he got knocked off his bike. He was riding along and a lorry was coming in the opposite way. The lorry crossed the central line, swiped the rider, and subsequently the rider lost a leg and ended up suing I believe it was Lithuanian haulage company, and he won his first claim, but the company appealed and he subsequently lost the appeal. Now the reason he lost the appeal was because he'd said the rider had admitted not driving in the centre of the road. He admitted doing what I'm doing now, which is driving just to the right hand side of the centre of the lane, and thus he lost because during the appeal the haulage company defended their driver by saying it was unreasonable to expect such high standards of driving from their drivers. Thus, they can't be trusted to stay in their own lane, which is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, I often don't ride in the centre of the lane because you get a bit of a crown in the road, and I find it much easier to stick right or stick left. Although don't get me wrong, if a lorry is coming towards me, I do tend to move over a little bit, but still, just to say, not that it was his fault, but on the opposite hand, you can't expect the lorry to stay in his own lane. He's lost the appeal, so the guy has now only got one leg and no compensation to see him through the rest of his life in terms of the actual care he's going to require. No multiple new limbs or wheelchairs, etc. I find it absolutely disgusting, especially when you consider if you're in a car, you'd take up pretty much the whole lane anyway, so you would get hit. So why is it a motorcyclist has to move out the way? No, where does it end? Is the middle far enough, or do you have to ride in the gutter and then watch as people try and overtake you? Hopefully something's done about it. I'm trying to remember my way to Box Hill now. Oh my word. Oh, because he didn't want to get in lane. So I'm going to head up the zigzag road at Box Hill, which has recently been re-tarmacked because of the impending Olympics. Some lovely tarmac. And as a bonus, they've also taken away the speed humps, which I guess will be going back after the Olympics. I came up here at the weekend on Sunday. I said to my girlfriend, it looks like biking weather. And she seemed to misinterpret that for it looks like hiking weather. So I found myself driving up Box Hill in the car and then going for a walk. I think there was a video not long ago by another vlogger. Could have been Thunderous, but somebody came up here and looked at the bunker thing used in one of the wars. But all over the place. We came across 2 pillboxes, I think, whilst walking around. Near the bottom, there's also some dragon's teeth at the bottom, or what my granddad referred to as dragon's teeth, which are kind of anti-tank structures, stop tanks crossing. Unfortunately, the stepping stones down there are underwater. So one of the things I wanted to talk about, which I'd forgotten during all my food poisoning and whatnot, was that I hit the 1-year mark of having my licence.
Congratulations!
April the 1st, April Fool's Day of all things, was my 1-year anniversary of having a bike. I'd got the licence a week or 2 before. Gotta love this view. So yeah, 1 year, just over 11,000 miles, which I think is reasonable. 2 track days. like a massive penis in the road. What did I do in that year? Rode out to Cornwall and back around Cornwall. Awesome roads down there, especially down to Land's End. We also went to Brecon Beacons on another trip. So all in all, apart from crashing at Rockingham, I've loved every moment of it. And I treated myself to a little present, which was a Halford's Advanced socket set. So the whole biking thing has been a real revelation to me. I always kind of liked bikes, but I wasn't really that fussed about watching motorcycle racing, and all the bikers at work used to bore me to tears, and they'd have their magazines, and I thought, why would you want to read about bikes? Who would want to read a biking magazine? How boring does it get? And then kind of slowly got bored with commuting to work in the car, getting stuck in traffic, and I was also, which is a big factor I think, approaching 30, so I was having one of those sort of midlife crisis things, like what have I achieved in life? I know, I'll get a bike license. It'll be an achievement. I can at least say I've done it, even if I don't carry on riding. But having gotten a bike, my goodness, I love it. I love it. I'm right, you're in. I love it. Oh, it's great. I love it. It's opened up a whole new world to me. I just love riding the bike. Absolutely I love. Even when it's raining, as long as I'm wearing my textiles, I love it, absolutely love every second of it. And now all of a sudden, I love reading motorcycle magazines. And so then I start thinking, I should have started riding a bike years ago. But I do accept that I'm thankful for the fact that I've had 10 years of driving a car, kind of pick up a little bit of road sense. I love it, except when I crashed and I hated it. Warriors, come out to play. Warriors, come out to play. Warriors, come out to play.